Vegas. Ang puso ko'y tanging inyo lamang. So good to hear your voices, seeing that you're all enjoying tonight. Ako, sobrang excited ako. I hope you all brought your toothbrushes because we're gonna be here for quite a bit tonight. I wanna make sure that I'm gonna start this tour correctly by giving everything that I have within. All right. You know what's amazing is that soon after that song was actually created, I started experimenting by toying around with the keyboard just like what you see here. But with no knowledge and no idea that somehow with what I expressed from the heart would actually find itself into some of the hearts that are here tonight. Oh, I haven't even sung anything yet. You're already reacting. That's nice. I like that. Okay, then maybe I can do this differently for you. And I love you too. Minsan hindi ko naiintindihan ang mga sinasabi niyo, ha? Kaya sana maganda yung mga sinasabi niyo kasi ang gagawin ko lang, hingiti lang ako. Thank you. Okay, let's see if you guys remember some of these. Maybe now I can show you what went on in my mind when I first heard these songs that moved me, and hoping someday they would soothe the memories of every broken heart, of every single broken heart. Each passing night, I try and close my eyes. The thoughts of you, they wake me up and tear me inside out. Each passing night, I ask myself who's right, and try to find the reasons why it had to end that night. Did we share each other's dreams? We held each other tight. Tears fell from my eyes as you walked and left me here. Like the wind, you passed me by. I try, but I can't see if it's something that I said. Baby, please, won't you tell me now? 'Cause it gets harder each passing The years have come and gone, yet because of you, my music's played on. And no one will ever know the feeling inside. Every time I hear your voices singing harmony with mine, and I can't imagine how it would be if someday I'd have you far away from me. Now as I reach out my hand, know this feeling will never end. What must I do to make you understand? You mean everything to me. Don't have the strength to say, give this heart of mine a chance. Maybe then you will see. I'll do anything that you tell me. I'll be there if you need me.
You know what? Sing with us now.
Reaching out to you. Do you feel it too? Loving you is all I wanna do. I'm completely sure I never felt this way before. When I smile and know that there is something more.
I want a big hand from my musical director, vocal arranger, and vocalist, Mon Faustino.
I've had my share of disappointing moments, but she's always there. She tries to understand. I know at times I've hurt her feelings, but she puts away her pride. Then she says the words that move me deep inside.
Puso ko'y narito, naghihintay sa pag-ibig mo. Ikaw lamang ang inaasam.
Ang puso ko narito.
Hanggang matapos ang kailanman.
O maintindihan, kahit na masugatan ang puso, naghihintay sa'yo, maghihintay ako. If I had just one chance to live this life all over again, even through all the hard times, it still don't mean I'd change anything. 'Cause I have you here around me, bundles of joy and her taking care of me. Now I know I've gotta keep looking on, but I'll always look back at all the times we've had. Sana maulit muli ang mga oras nating nakaraan. Bakit nagkaganito? Naglahong nga ba ang pag-ibig mo?
Sana maulit muli. Sana bigyan ng pansin ang himig ko. Kahapon, bukas, ngayon. Tanging wala ng ibang mahal.
Kung kaya kong iwanan ka, di na sana sapat. Kung kaya kong umiwas na, di na sana lalapit pa. Kung kaya ko sana
Ito ang tanging nais ko.
Ang ating kahapon.
Kung kaya
iwanan ka, di na sana asa pa. Kung kaya kong umiwas na, di na sana lalapit pa. Kung kaya kong iwanan ka, di na sana asa pa. Kung kaya kong umiwas na,
di na sana lalapit pa.
mahal pa rin kita. Oh, giliw. Oh, giliw.
Sana
Sana maulit.
Sana maulit.
sana
Sana maulit muli.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for Katrina Velarde? You know what's also amazing about everything that's happened to me is when things begin to take on a different perspective. Kasi sa totoo lang, everything that I am today is something that I never thought I'd be. And now I'm here. And as each day went by in the past, and then they became weeks, and then they became months, and then 35 years later, I'm still here. It's obvious that I must be doing something that has to do with a certain calling that I have in my life. Diba? But the thing is, wait, just a little history, just a little background, because what you're hearing now are a lot of the ballads. And maybe some of you might think that that's how it started with me. In a way, yeah, it's true, but I was always inspired by other artists that came before me. One is Michael Jackson, with the way he would move on stage, the commitment and the dedication that he would put into every performance, big or small. And then there was another one who would never really move his body on stage, but his voice had a way of moving me inside and out. The artist I'm speaking about is none other than Al Jarreau. Now, some of you might go, sino yun? No, he's no longer around actually. He went to the Philippines 4 times and I was never able to watch him. Until that one time I watched the Grammys live. Way back in 1994, I was in row 5 and then I saw all these artists go by, but when I saw Al Jarreau walk by, I was dumbfounded. Tonight, I want to do this song as a tribute to him, but I want to do this in a different way once again. And I hope that you enjoy this one, because I rarely get to do it this way. Yesterday, just a photograph of yesterday, and all its edges folded in the coated, faded sepia brown, and yet it's all I have of our past love. A postscript to its ending. Brighter days, I can see such brighter days, when every song we sang is sung again, and now we know this time it's for good. Now I'm your lover, I'm your friend, and you're near me, you're near. You're near me. I remember the rain in December, the leaves were brown, falling down. Each day I did love and adore you. The bright lights and sounds were our joy each day, and the nights were our deeds of yearning.
The sun and leaves are brown.
fool you. An incredible voice that comes from an incredible heart. The heart of Katrina Velarde. Ito, I want to take you back to, I don't know, 1988 maybe? Let's see what we can do here. You know, I wish I could see you all again maybe when I fly to New York. I'm flying tomorrow kasi tara, let's go. Come on, I know you guys like New York too. Because I'll be there on Sunday. And how I wish you're making it hard for me because you're such a great crowd. This is a tough act to follow. Sige, I'll put it on Twitter, okay? Tayo-tayo lang kung mas okay yung New York kasi sa inyo. Pero I'm not sure. All I know is that when I was asked to come over for this first major tour of mine in 2 years, I told myself I can only go if I have with me people that can really capture the people watching. Katrina, you saw, and I know that many of you were putting your hands together like this. Parang ang hirap, no? Mahirap paniwalaan that a size like that could carry such a giant voice. A voice that can conquer the world, I think. Well, I have another one who's here with me tonight. You've heard her. You've seen her. She at first was with Kapuso. Oy, ba't kayo tumatawa? There's nothing wrong with that. But now she's with Kapamilya. Tonight, I am so proud and so happy to have with me one who I would say is one of the most underrated female singers in the Philippines today. That exotic look carries with it so much more than just looks. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me a lot of pride, a lot of gratitude that she agreed to be a part of this. Mga kaibigan, mga kapamilya, mga kapuso na rin, ang nag-iisang Jonah.
Thank you, Sir Gary. Hello everyone! Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Hope everybody's doing fine. So, this song that I'm gonna sing is a classic Filipino love song. Sana po magustuhan po ninyo ito. Ngayon at kailanman, sino ako'y ibigin ka? Ngayon at kailanman, hindi ka na mag-iisa. Ngayon at kailanman, sa hirap mo, ginhawa pa, asahang may kasama ka. Naroroon ako tuwing na maasahan mo, tuwing na ngayon at kailanman. Dahil kaya sa'yo nang maitadhana ako'y isilang sa mundo, upang sa araw-araw ay siyang makapiling mo, upang ngayon at kailanman ikaw ay mapaglingkuran. Bakit nais kita mahal? Pangalawa sabay ka pa, higit sa aking buhay. Sa bawat araw ang pag-ibig ko sa'yo niyan lalong tumatamis, tumitingkad bawat kahamon ay narinig kong bawat ngayon. Narain mo Alright! Alam niyo po ba, I just like to share... Yes! Siyempre po, pagkalayo-layo po ng United States, para po isa lang po yung kantahin ko, di ba? Of course, I'm gonna sing one more song for you all. But before that, gusto ko lang pong i-share na sobrang grateful po talaga ako na nandito po ako ngayon. Kasama po sa Gary V. He's Back US Tour. So, I would like to thank, of course, Mr. Gary Valenciano, Tita Angeli, Manila Genesis, Star Media Entertainment for choosing me as one of the special guests. At of course, nagpapasalamat din po ako sa inyong lahat for supporting tonight's show, the first leg of He's Back US Tour. At yeah, sana nga po sa mga susunod na leg pa po ay makita pa po namin kayo. So the second show will be in New York at marami pa pong iba. Meron pa po sa Pittsburgh, California, sa Los Angeles, sa Seattle. Saan pa ba yung iba? Ay, wala pa yung kasama ko. But anyway, yeah. Maraming salamat po muli sa inyong lahat. At sana po nag-e-enjoy po kayo watching this very special concert, the Gary V. He's Back US Tour. Alright, so for my next song, yung song po pala na kinanta ko kanina is also part of my album. So, kung may chance po kayo na makapakinig sa Spotify or sa YouTube or kung saan man pong mga digital music platforms, sana mapakinggan niyo pa po yung iba ko pa pong songs in the album. And that classic Filipino love song, Ngayon at Kailanman, ay naging kinanta ko rin po para sa theme song ng Ngayon at Kailanman na teleserye sa ABS-CBN. So, for my next song, this is something from the very beautiful, heartwarming movie na sobrang, talaga nakakaiyak na pelikula. This is one of my favorite songs in that movie. So, this song is called I'll Never Love Again from A Star Is Born. Hope you like this one. Wish I could have said goodbye. I would have said what I wanted to. Maybe even cried for you. If I knew it would be the last time, I would have broke my heart in two. Trying to save a part of you. Don't wanna feel another touch. Don't wanna start another fire. Don't wanna know another kiss. No other man falling off my lips. Don't wanna give my heart away to another stranger. Or let another day begin. Won't even let the sunlight in. No, I'll never love again. I'll never love again. When we first met, I never thought that I would fall. I never thought that I'd find myself lying in your arms. Ooh, and I wanna pretend that it's not true. Oh, baby, that you're gone. 'Cause my world keeps turning and turning and turning, and I'm not moving on. Don't wanna feel another touch. Don't wanna start another fire. Don't wanna know another kiss. Baby, let's stay honest. Don't wanna give my heart away to another stranger. Oh, never take me there. Don't even let me no, I'll never again. Oh, I swear I can't. I wish I could, but I just won't. I'll never love again. I'll never love
Jonah!
Thank you! Thank you, everybody!
You know, we are so happy to be here together because we don't really get to do much of this in Manila. Even if we come out in ASAP paminsan-minsan, hindi talaga kami nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon to sing together.
Yeah. I remember, Sir Gary, one time lang talaga. Parang sa ikina 3 years ko po sa ABS-CBN, isang beses ko lang po siya nakaduet talaga sa ASAP. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
And now,
very happy at punong-puno po talaga ng pasasalamat at saya ang aking puso tonight. But of course,
iba yung crowd din ng Las Vegas.
yes! Thank you! Thank you very much po talaga. Alam niyo po, syempre bilang isang singer, performer on stage, mas lalo po talaga nakakagana to sing for you all kapag ang audience naman po talaga you know, very appreciative, very warm. So, maraming salamat po.
You know, Jonah, we also want to thank those that have made this show possible. We have a whole list of people that have, you know, really thrown in their own effort in making something like this possible. Kasi mahirap talaga magkaroon ng isang concert. And these are the people that we want to thank tonight. We want to start off with Lord of the Harvest, that's Pastor June and Pastora Mimi. Naku, yung mga fans ni Pastor June, andyan, oh. Lord of the Harvest, thank you. Lord of Harvest, thank you so much. Solar Nevada, that's Albert Ramos, thank you. Pure Trim Shakes, thank you. Dr. Arlene Struger, thank you very much. Berkshire Hathaway Realty, that's Jennifer Ko. Apollo Medical Center, Dr. Homer Tuason. Discovery Shores in Boracay. Bello Medical Group, World Remit, Tansinko Law Offices, Sharon Tanyag, and Toyota Findlay, Mona Lisa Pence, I know, I think they're somewhere here. Thank you so much. Realty One Group, maraming salamat din sa inyo.
Yes, and we'd also like to thank Gyre Healthcare Services.
Yep.
Yeah, to May Allen Demondon.
Yes.
John Paul David, thank you. The Christian Madamba, thank you. Deloy Medical Spa, Max's Restaurant, Jeros Kahilig, the Pinoy Joint, Felix and Kathy, J. Bernhano Dental, Glenda Yagut, the Shelter Insurance, Healthcare Professional Network, Juliet Venus.
Wait, thank you.
Island Pacific Supermarket, thank you. To Napses Physical Therapy, thank you. Woo! Golden Days Adult Daycare, and PHLV Radio. Maraming salamat po sa
And
inyo.
a very special thanks to our Las Vegas producers. That's M Music Productions, Chris Reyes and Chris.
Yes, maraming salamat po.
Our overall promoter, Star Media Entertainment, Ana Puno. Thank you for, yes, she's here. She's done so many of her shows. And this show is actually a production of Manila Genesis. And I want to thank those are my people who take care of my management actually. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Jonah, excited ako.
Of course, ako din po, Sir Gary.
Kasi alam ko na hindi nila malilimutan. I'm sure you guys have heard of all the new love themes or the themes, love themes. Correct. Back home, love themes like Nadine and James Reid.
Yeah.
You have, of course, Katniel, di ba?
Yes.
Sina Daniel.
Mga Lizken theme songs.
Yan. All of these things are things that I think Filipinos really watch out for and look out for. The thing is, pag kaming mga singers ay nabibigyan ng pagkakataon na kumanta ng isang theme song para sa mga love themes, it means a lot to us. And the amazing thing is that I have a version of this song, and she has a version of this song, and we have a version of this song, but we have never been able to sing this live on stage, on television, which means we've never been able to sing it in front of an audience like you. Tonight, we sing for you a song that, we're just excited to do together. Shall we, Jonah?
Yes, Sir Gary.
Para sa inyong lahat.
You looked inside my fantasies and made each one come true. Something no one else had ever found a way to do. I kept the memories one by one since you took me in, and I know I'll never love this way again. I know I'll never love this way again, so I keep holding on before the good is gone. And I know I'll never love this way again. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
A fool will lose tomorrow, reaching back for yesterday. I won't turn my head aside if you should go away. I'll stand here and remember just how good it's been.
And I know I'll never love this way again. I know I'll never love this way again. So I keep holding on before good is gone. I know I'll never love this way again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonah.
Everyone, Mr. Gary Valenciano.
All right, here's something from back in the 80s. And I actually wrote this song for all the ladies that would come and see us in a concert. I say us because I used to do this with the Maneuvers long time ago. This is called Look in Her Eyes, and I've seen those looks right now in the way you guys have been looking at me, doing this, smiling, taking pictures, whatever. This one is for you. Hey!
She's
many of you are waiting and seeing, can he still do what he used to do? Now look, I know that the way the young people move today is very different now. It's amazing. Oh, you, I must know you. I don't know what it is, but one thing I can say is whether I used to move and whether I move and how they move today, or I move to how I used to move, or I try to move like I used to, it's all coming from one place. And that's for all of you. Now, how many of you are excited for the movie that's coming up very soon called Endgame? Yeah. Avengers. I love it. You know why I mentioned that? There's no connection with that in tonight's show, really. Except for one thing. I was looking at the names of the musicians behind me, and their names can really fit superheroes. Seriously. I mean, let's take, for example, the guy on the drums. Imagine him being one of the Avengers. I need to speak to Mike Shapiro on the drums. But Mike needs another partner in crime. That's Dana Decker on bass guitar. Now this one is from another part of the world, I know. But his name is perfect for being together with the Avengers, Avengers. On second keyboards, Marco Luciani. Oh yeah! Nessa Rica. Oh yeah! Halavera. Nessa Rica, a fellow Filipina, on backup vocals. Together with Katrina Velarde, who you heard and met earlier. But there's one person here who kinda has a special place in my heart, and he has no choice but to play for me tonight. He's the man on lead guitar, because his name is Vinny. That's right. He's my nephew, Vinny Valenciano. This is like his fourth time already, I think. Fourth or third time with me here on stage. And it's great. And last but not the least, the man you heard earlier. And I'm always so proud to work with this man. As you can see, he's got a lot in store for you. I love this man very, very much. Give it up for Mon Faustino. You may not know it, but many of the other artists that you see performing up on stage, like Regine Velasquez, Lani Misalucha, you name it, many of the arrangements are done by this man, Mon Faustino. So he's really one of the best. All right, here's something I want to do, but I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible, because you know, when you think of a 35-year career, it's very hard to put into just an hour and a half all the songs that you think people might want to hear. Because I know I'm going to miss out on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 songs, maybe 6, maybe 7. Once I start getting those tweets and those messages on Instagram, I know I've missed out on something. You know, a beautiful song, but you forgot to sing this song. So I don't want to miss out on a song that you might want me to sing, but I need to know exactly what song that is. So if I was to ask you tonight, what song would you want me to do? What song would that be? Wait, be patient. Let me ask nicely again. If there was a song you'd like me to do, what song would that be? Yung isa, sana maulit muli. Kanina ginawa ko yun. Late po kayo. Some of the songs you're mentioning are actually songs I'm going to be doing later on, so I'm happy na. Any?
Matutulog ng Diyos!
Okay, here's one. Okay, there's one, you know what? Sometimes it's the quietest voice that really stands out the most. There was all these... And there's this one quiet voice saying... And I understood what he was saying. So I'm going to do that tonight. Sample lang. Snippets lang of these songs that you might want me to do. Bakit kaya? Bakit ka ba naghihintay? Nahimukin pa, pilitin pa ng tadhana.
Bakit nagkakaganyan? Natutuwa at nawawalan ng pag-asa, at iniisip na natutulog pa. Natutulog pa ang Diyos, natutulog pa. Sikapin mo, pilitin mo, tibayan ang iyong puso. Tanging ikaw ang huhubog sa iyong bukas. Huwag mo sanang akalain natutulog pa ang Diyos. Ang buhay niyo ay mayroong halaga sa Kanya.
Di ba kahit sample lang? It was that still small voice that I heard. Natutulog pa ang Diyos. In English, is God still asleep? A lot of people think it's natutulog pa. It's actually natutulog ba ang Diyos? Is God still asleep? That's what the title of that song is. Any other request? You know, when I look at you and I go like this, that means I'm going to do that song later. What was that one? Okay, here's another one. I know some of you back there are like, I can't understand you. You're too far back there. Okay, here. I hope this is one that you're screaming out there. But if not, it's what they were screaming down here. And still, you know, I mean, I'm glad actually this is requested.
Just what was it mean? Sometimes I just don't know what keeps me in your love, and why you never let me go. And though you're in me now, I fall and hurt you still. My Lord, please show me how to know just how you feel. 'Cause you have forgiven me too many times, it seems. I feel not what you might call a worthy Christian after all. And though I love you so, temptation finds its way to me. Teach me to trust in you with all of my heart, to lean not on my own understanding, 'cause I just forget. You won't give me what I can't bear. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, 'cause I don't want to be alone. Take me out of the dark, my Lord, I don't want to be there. No, my Lord. May your glory be yours, my King, my Lord.
Sorry, nagiging emotional ako when I do those songs. Because somehow, when I used to speak about diabetes, you know, something that I've lived with for 40 years now, type 1, I used to say all of these things on stage when I used to come here to Vegas and all other parts of the world. I would speak about one thing, diabetes, and how God has been seeing me through. And you know what? Up to today, He's still seeing me through. But last year, I was doing this, dancing on TV, when suddenly, out of nowhere, I started feeling this pain right here in the middle of my chest. And when I looked to my left and to my right, I realized I had not even danced yet with the likes of Darren Espanto and Gabriel Valenciano, who were coming out shortly to dance with me. And so there I was doing that step, and I was thinking in my head, okay, what are you gonna do? You've never felt this before, Gary. You can stop, you don't have to do it. Are you crazy? I'm gonna be dancing with these young people. I wanna go, I wanna give it everything. Yeah, but Gary, you're already giving everything, and hardly anything's coming out, so you better watch it. And I had to get a pair of sticks and go to the stage in ASAP. I had to go to the stage, the satellite stage, play, and then come back, and then finish the song. It was then that I realized something wasn't right. And at the end of the song, I remember, it's on video, I hugged my son, Gabriel, and I said, thanks, son, pray for me, I have chest pains. And he goes like this, and you'll see him doing that. And I said thank you to the audience, and I went like this to my chest. Now, yung ASAP kasi, when the commercial gaps come in, the artist doesn't leave right away. There is the jester who's there, who's making all the entertainer while the commercials are going on, oh, palakpakan natin si Gary Valenciano, ah! So everybody was like, ah. And then I'm going out into my dressing room, you have selfies. So there I was, having the pictures, because I don't mind pictures. But at that time, it just seemed really strange that I was doing it with pain in my chest. To make a long story short, after going through the angiogram and everything, the doctor had to kind of get me back into the state of consciousness and say, Gary, your heart looks magnificent. My other doctor said it looks like that of a 20-plus-year-old. And I was like thankful. Doctor said, whatever you do, after we do everything to your heart today, you need to do again, because that's what's kept you going. What he saw was a 95% block on my left main artery, known as the Widowmaker. And it was just blocked, one little pinch, but everything else was great. So he said, we're gonna have to do a bypass on this. And because I was half sedated, I was actually sedated. I looked at him and I said, bypass? Sure, over. I didn't know they would open me up, take my heart out, stop my heart, open me up here, get the draft, then put two bypasses on a single artery, and then revive my heart, put it back in and close it again. That's exactly what they did. And I was healing perfectly, ladies and gentlemen. I was healing beyond the doctor's expectations. But then 2 weeks down the road, I started building what they call pleural effusion, where you build up liquids, fluids on the left side of the lungs, on my left lung. And they were able to actually drain out about 2 liters of fluid. And the doctor said, there's something that's not right. Let's go in and let's have a CT scan. So I went in for a CT scan. And when I came out and went to the doctor again, he showed me everything that was going on my left. And he said, that's okay, because 40% of patients go through that. But what concerns me even more, Gary, is what's happening on the right side of your body. And in the findings, it says it's an incidental finding. And he said, I'm a cardiologist, but I've had many diabetics come to me after a CT scan with their kidneys looking like this. And Gary, it looks like you have cancer of the kidney. And this was 2 weeks after they opened me up. I'm a man who would like to think that I'm a man of faith. But at that point, my faith was truly shaken. Because even the heart seemed like, okay, I've got the best team, doctors that put me together, opened me up and put me together. But when it's cancer, I think all of us know that what can the doctors really do? And that's what I had. The big C. Well, thank God in my life, since 1985, I've always had the bigger C in me. And because of this, they went in And they cut me here on June 16. This was May 6. This was June 16. And I know, or May 3 rather, and June 16. And they took out 30% of the kidney, so I still have 70% left. And the doctors were saying, because you showed no signs whatsoever, no symptoms whatsoever, it means that it was not at any advanced stage. Had I shown any signs, that would mean it would be stage 3, stage 4 now. But my creatinine levels were great. You know, I can keep on going and talking, but I just wanted to let you know that that's why when that poster says he's back, it really means more than just being back on stage. It means that wherever God may take me from now on, I will go, will follow. Maybe I can share with you not just one story, but real truths that happened just a year ago. So this is my first tour since that whole ordeal. And I'll never forget during that time that I was healing. Somebody came to the house to visit me. You probably, I don't know if you know him. His name is Coco Martin. You know Coco Martin? So he comes to the house and he checks on me to see how I'm doing. And you know Coco Martin, di ba?
Sir Gary, kumusta po kayo, Sir Gary? Kasi sir, meron sana akong request sa inyo eh. Sir, sana po you can make another theme song for Ang Provinciano. And hold on folks, I was very honest with him and I said, you know, honestly Coco, I haven't been writing music for the past so many years. I don't want to promise something and then not deliver. And he said, why don't you collaborate with somebody? And so I did, namely Jonathan Manalo. Jonathan came to the house and he just asked me certain questions. And from that, one night together, talking about the whole ordeal, this song was born. It just so happens that this song kind of fits the story of Ang Provinciano, but I remember Coco telling me, we don't want the song to be about the story, we want it to be about your story. Okay lang ba, Sir Gary? So I looked at him and I said, oh, okay lang yan, Coco, no problem. But Coco and I, you know, there's a certain relationship that we have, that he looks at me and he always gives me an embrace and he always says thank you. And I also thank him. So here's that one song based on the story that I went through. And yeah, it was used in a teleserie, in a soap opera in the Philippines. But maybe it could also be a theme song for you now, for whatever you may be going through. Be it health conditions, marriage problems, financial problems, children problems, relative problems, mother-in-law problems. These are real things that we all face. No, it's not like that all the time. I love my mother-in-law. You know, but we all laugh, but we know it does exist. But even those things that we laugh at, it's important to God. So maybe this can somehow speak into your lives the way it has spoken into mine. Kay daming tanong, walang sagot, nasasaktan, hindi alam ang dahilan. May katagibing bulong, natatakot, di maintindihan, ang sugat ang puso't isipan. Manalig na hindi maligaw sa dilim, may sasagot sa dalangin. Huwag kang matakot, huwag mabahala kung bumuhos ang ulan. Ano mang pagsubok may dahilan. Minsan walang kasagutan, sa gitna ng ulos, pangakong niya'y di kaiiwanan. Ilang ulit na kanyang mo na, tila nakalimutan na hindi siya nang iiwan sa ingay ng mundo. Pangako niya'y di nagbago, tanggapin mo ng buo sa iyong puso. Huwag kang matakot, magmahal na bumubuo sa ulan. Ano mang pagsubok may dahilan. Minsan walang kasagutan sa gitna ng ulos. Pangako niya'y di kaiiwanan. Ilang ulit na kaniyang napatunayan. Iligtas ka niya, iligtas ka niya. Basta magtiwala, magmamahal na bumubuo sa ulan. Ano mang pagsubok may dahilan. Minsan walang kasagutan sa lalas. Pangako niya'y di kaiiwanan. Ibang lalaban ka sa liwanag. Ilang ulit na kanyang napatunayan. Kahit kailan ililigtas ka niya. Ililigtas ka niya. Ililigtas ka niya.
All right. You know, when there's a poster that comes out of mine, a lot of people usually, of course, they read my name. They see Gary Valenciano, he's back. But what makes me really excited about tonight is that it really isn't just about me. It's about all of us. So tonight is my way of just saying thank you by giving you one of my personal favorites. It might have been one of the songs you requested a while ago. I think I actually heard it. But I want to do it this way for you. Just as a way of us saying thank you to all of you for being here.
Remember so well the day that you came into my life. You asked for my name, and you had the most beautiful smile.
My life has started to change. I wake up each day feeling alright with you right by my side. Makes me feel things will work out just fine.
How did you know I needed someone like you in my life? There was an empty space in my heart. You came at the right time. It's not every day that someone like you comes my way. No words can express how much I love you. I love you.
How did you know I needed someone like you in my life? That there was an empty space in my heart. You came at the right time in my life. I never forgot you brought the sun to shine in my life and took all the worries and fears that I had. I guess what I'm really trying to say, it's not every day that someone like you comes our way. No words can express how much I love you. Nessa, Rika, Katrina Velarde, and Jonah. Woo! Gusto niyo pa ba? O sige! Teka muna. Ano? Alright, etong gusto kong malaman. How many of you here are familiar with the songs I used to do back in the 80s? Oh, I see so many honest people here tonight. That means we're medyo the same age, right? Yes, sorry. Nabisto na kayo. Well, here's what I want to do for tonight. I want to do some songs from that time. But the songs that maybe you or your older brother or your older sisters used to listen to, or maybe your parents used to listen to, and maybe your grandparents used to listen to. That's okay. But see, what I want to do is I want to try and reach the younger ones who are here. Any younger ones who are here? No. The honest younger ones. The young ones, those who are not young ones. Okay, I'm going to do this for you, and I'm hoping it's going to bridge the gap. Because these are songs from yesteryears, and I'm going to try and make it sound like they came out just a few months ago. I'm going to try. So once you hear the clap starting, it means you know exactly what to do. Okay, for the newer generation, show the older generation that you know what to do, okay? Let's start it like this. You see? Now some of you are like this. But the younger ones are going like this. So we want to see everybody put their hands together. Let's go! Come on! Okay, let me see if you remember this one. Check it out. Sinasabi na walang pasubali at nagbabaka sa karet ay hindi makakalimutan ang pagbabago ng isipan ng mga kaugalian. Ang nais kong makita sa ating kapanahunan. Hotdown! Hotdown! Tayo! Hotdown! Ang lahat kumadalaw kaya hotdown na! like this. I'll give you a sample of how it originally sounded, okay? Ito, sample, papila. Listen up. Yes, and there are 5 other cities to go. But you guys have been an awesome audience tonight. You know, if I didn't get to do some of the songs that you wanted me to do, all you have to do is invite me back. Promise? That's my way of saying thank you to all of you. I want you to know one thing. You know, days come and go, people come and go, but music always stays. And the messages of these 2 songs that I put together, I know will stay with you. Even if many years should come and many of us won't be around anymore, the messages of these songs will still remain. I love you, Las Vegas, so very much. Thank you for welcoming me back onto the concert stage. It's been great. It's a great experience. Like it's the first time for me all over again. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And to my Tita Magda who's here, I love you, Tita, so very, very much. Pastor Dennis and Peppa, Dr. Dennis and Peppa, thank you for keeping me strong all the time. Listen.
Tomorrow morning if you wake up and the sun does not appear, dark we lose sight of love, hold my hand and have no fear, 'cause I will be here, and I will be here when you feel like being quiet, when you need to speak your mind. I will listen and I will be here when the laughter turns to crying, through the winning and losing and trying, we'll be together. Oh, and I will be true to the promise I have made to you and to the one who gave you to me. Just as sure as seasons are made for change, our lifetimes are made for years. 'Cause I will be here and we'll be together forever, 'cause I will be here. Lately, I've been winning battles left and right, but even winners can get wounded in the fight. People say that I'm amazing, I'm strong beyond my years, but they don't see inside of me. I'm hiding all the tears. They don't know 'Cause deep inside this heart of mine, deep inside this heart of mine, deep inside this heart of mine, the warrior is a child.
Thank you so very much, everyone. Oh, and by the way, yes, I am back. God bless you. Thank you.
We would like to say happy birthday, 18th birthday to Alicia Reyes from Seattle. Happy birthday.